Opinion matters.
answer.
Commissioner,
I can
your
tell you how
opinion
we
does
used
matter.
it.
I know how you used it.
I could tell you how we used it.
We know how you used it. Thank you. Do you believe the Emergencies Act was necessary and that it met the threshold and it was a national emergency and it was legal and it met the requirements and could not be dealt with under any existing law? Yes or no?
Well, it's not for me to answer whether we met the threshold.
Well, you're.
In relation to the convoy itself, this was a convoy that was permitted by Ottawa Police Service and City Council and Mayor as to where to park. There was an off-site location in terms of supplies and the supply route, etc. I asked this question several times to ministers with a zero response. I'm hoping the two of you can provide a response. What was the event that turned this lawful assembly as protected by Charter 2, B, C, and D? What event occurred that caused this to be an illegal blockade and thus a national emergency? To both witnesses.
I will say that from the very onset, it was very soon that it was not a legal protest. It was an illegal blockade. And as far as the threshold, that's not for me to comment. I can only comment on the act itself and how we used it. But
you're part of the Integrated Command Center, Ms. Lucky. That information must have been shared with you. So what was the information that was shared with you?
I'm not a decision maker when it comes to.
I'm not asking for your decision. I'm asking, the OPP had declared that 1 week before the invocation, there was an event that they deemed to constitute a national emergency. What was shared with you as part of the Integrated Command Center?
There was operational specifics on the ground. It was known to the RCMP that there were some individuals within the convoy who posed potential threats to national security. We had no level of certainty about the capability, about the intent, and if a nexus to national.
And for some people, the extraordinary celebration that today we had over the weekend, in which I apologized for not being there with her and her community for this important day. Going to apologize again for a incident in the House this evening.
Security would be identified. The RCMP would.
Thank you. The Emergency Act provides offences, a fine of up to $100,000 and a term of imprisonment for not more than 1 year. You'd agree with me, Ms. Lucky, that there were no charges laid under the Emergencies Act by way of those offences in relation to the Ottawa convoy?
Not to the ones you're referring to, no.
And in fact, all of the other blockades across Canada, before and after the invocation of the Act, not one charge under the Emergencies Act, correct?
Not to my knowledge.
All charges were criminal code related and Provincial Highway Traffic Act related or municipal bylaws, correct?
Outside of Ottawa, yes.